you hear the C word and you just automatically start thinking about the worst things. Yeah.
Your life changes, and then you find out he has cancer, and it really changes.
3 months ago, no one had any idea what was inside Colin's body, attacking him. Then one night, his close-knit family was out to dinner with Colin's grandmother.
She said, "Sweetie, what's that on your neck?" I said, "What's what on my neck?" She said, "Look up." I looked up, there's a big lump.
You know, at first you just think, wow, maybe it's just an infected lymph node.
After various antibiotics and 3 trips to the emergency room, the Griffins refused to let ER doctors send Colin home.
And we had 3 days after the biopsy before they actually come back and told us, and those were the most agonizing days that you can imagine.
Robert and Aaron could not shield Colin from the test results, and the stage 4 cancer now ravaging his young body.
I'll tell you, it was definitely scary in the beginning when they told me it was stage 4 and my whole body from head to toe.
You heard him right. The cancer is everywhere.
It's the one time in your life that there's nothing you can do except put it in God's hands, in the doctor's hands, and pray.
14.
Spend just a little time around this 6'1", 13-year-old, and you will see he does not like to lose.
I'll go 5 in the corner.
At anything.
Almost made your 14 in for you.
Say, you know what? I'll just let you play for both of us.
He's just a kid, facing challenges so many of us adults would struggle to even comprehend.
There's a chance I couldn't make it, so it definitely scared me.
In early April, Colin started chemo.
Chemo is hard, I'll tell you that.
Since then, he's lost 35 pounds and most of his hair.
I threw up 13 out of 14 days, every day, at least twice.
Through it all, Colin's parents say most days he's the strong one.
And there was a moment there where I broke down pretty bad at the hospital in front of him, and he was laying in the bed, and he just said, "Dad, come over here." And I bent down, and he hugged me, and he didn't cry at all. And he said, "I'm going to be okay, Dad."
Wednesday, Colin started very aggressive chemo and radiation at Cincinnati Children's Hospital. Now, Colin will likely miss his entire 8th grade year with all of his friends at Tecumseh.
The kids in this school love Colin.
They send cards, notes, call, and stop by to show just how much they care.
Hey!
And as Colin and I finished up our pool game, he modestly said he was lucky to have beaten me. Then he turned to me and talked about another game.
Life is a game, and some people do get lucky, some people don't.
Now, I cannot help but think how lucky I am to call Colin Griffin my friend.
It's definitely a fight.
Colin Griffin was 13 years old when he started this journey.
I would say over 90% of it is mental.
All along, this is a fight the Griffin family said it will not lose.
You wouldn't wish on anyone. He spent 90% of his summer in the hospital.
Colin has endured 30 weeks of chemo and radiation.
Radiation took a big toll on my energy level.
That had to happen after doctors told Colin he had stage 4 rhabdomyosarcoma.
If your mental's weak, then you're weak. And that's the way it is.
This cancer started behind his eye, then spread to his lymph nodes, and eventually head to toe.
There were things that I was unappreciative of and things that I took for granted.
Nowadays, even the smallest of things is a big deal.
Now I'm thankful that I'm sitting down with you right now and I'm able to talk to you and I'm walking, I'm breathing, I'm alive.
Through all this, Colin worries more about what this cancer is doing to his family than what it is doing to his body.
I crawled into bed with him. I was laying there, and I got, just looking at him, I just got emotional. You know, I started crying. I thought he was asleep, and he woke up, and he kind of looked at me. And he goes, "Are you crying, Dad?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, why, you big sissy?" I said, I just don't want you to have to go through this." And he said, "Well, we do, so let's make the best of it."
Now that is how the Griffin family takes every day. Colin is missing his 8th grade year at Tecumseh, but his classmates made sure they helped celebrate his October birthday.
Mentally and financially, we're all going through this. And it's hard, but there's no such thing as a life that's better than yours.
such thing as a life that's better than yours.
That is part of a song by musician J. Cole, who Colin loves. This summer, Colin got invited to J. Cole's concert in D.C. and left with the musician's Air Jordan 1s.
He told me when he gave me these, he said that he would only give me them under one condition. And he said that I promise that I fight no matter what, and I stay strong through all this.
There is no denying these last 6 months have been tough.
There's always that fear of what if it comes back, but I try not to think like that.
I asked Colin what he wants people to remember most about his journey, and what he hopes others find most important this Thanksgiving.
Tell your family you love them. That's who you're going to have in the end. And that's who's always going to be there for you no matter what. Even when it's dark out, the sun is shining somewhere.